This video is a celebration of the finest sprinter of his generation, if not of all time. Dominating the scene since 2007, 2008, Mark Cavendish.
Whoa. No, the finest sprinter of all time. I've done all my research on the Lion King, Mario Cipollini.
No, Dan, it's Cav. No question, it's Cav.
No, right. If you're so certain, let's sort this out right here, right now.
What? I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Fact off.
What do you mean? Oh, fact off.
Let's have a fact off.
All right, let's do it. I think one thing we need to make clear, although it's quite obvious, is that Mark Cavendish is still actually racing, and Mario Cipollini got a lot of his wins when he was Mark's age now.
True, but he has got a blooming long way to go, hasn't he? So if you look at official UCI wins, Mark Cavendish has 132. Cipollini has 191. That's a difference of like 59.
Okay, it's a big gap, but I think he'll catch up. And what about the Tour de France? Mark Cavendish, 26 stage wins to Cipo's 12. Okay, and Mark's still riding. Green jersey, 4 victories on the Champs-Élysées, and at least Mark got to the finish line. You know, Cipo used to pull the pin before the mountains and never ever got to Paris.
Yeah, but how many times did your man wear the maillot jaune as race leader of the Tour de France? Because Cipo did it 6 times. Never did it, did he? He's not done it yet, Cav.
Yeah.
Oh, and that also brings me nicely on to the Giro d'Italia. Because Cipo is the legend, the god of the Giro d'Italia, the king of it. In total, he took 42 stage wins between 1989 and 2003, and that beat the record from none other than the legendary Alfredo Binda. Oh, and also Cipo took the points jersey at the Giro d'Italia on 3 separate occasions.
Okay, that is impressive, but remember Mark Cavendish won 15 stages of the Giro and a points classification, and remember, he's only 30.
Yeah, I guess he's not Italian either.
No, he's not.
Anyway, I think we should finish off with these facts now. Let's get on to something else, because you can't disagree with this. Cipo is the coolest of the two, by far.
I have my brown skin and I don't want to have the cycling line. Don't like it, this.
No, I think Cipo's cool is an over-the-top cool, whereas Cav's cool is just cool. I mean, look at the hair crimes of Cipollini over the years, that frizzy perm in the late 80s and pretty much all the way through the 90s. And to confirm my point, Mark Cavendish did an ad campaign for a UK shampoo manufacturer because he's got cool hair.
Whatever way you look at it, Cipo is just the best. I mean, effectively, he pretty much created and invented the modern sprint lead out in the late 90s with his famous Cipo red train. I mean, using that new tactical formula and his raw strength, speed and power, it had just devastating effects on the rest of them. Okay,
it did, but Cav took that formula and refined it with his superbly drilled HTC squad. You know, back in the 2009 Tour de France, 6 stage wins, anyone? He was unstoppable.
You've got to admit though, Cav's dropped some real clangers over the years. I mean, take 2010 as a prime example. So there was that stage of the Tour de Suisse where on the run-up to the sprint, he collided with Heinrich Hausler, who incidentally was my teammate at the time at the test team. Anyway, after that, there was a rider protest because of the incident. And there was also that Tour de Romandy stage earlier that season. His first win, I think, for quite some time. So he gave 2 fingers, the V's, to journalists.
He was young. He was brash. It's what makes Cav, Cav. Anyway, Mario Cipollini pretty much dropped clangers for his entire career, primarily due in part to his frankly bizarre fashion sense. You know, flesh-coloured skin suit for crying out loud and perpetually cutting off his sleeves.
Right, should we pass it over to the audience then? Who do you think has been the best sprinter of all time? Cav, Cipo, or someone else? Let us know in the comments section down below.
Yeah, and in addition to that, in the comments section below, who do you think you'd like to see facing off?
What?
Pauline Ferrand-Prévot and Marianne Vos, Greg LeMond and Stephen Roach, Bradley Wiggins and Dan Lloyd?
Oh, that could be a long one.
Well, it'd be probably about the hair, nothing else, and the beard, mate. Obviously, they're poles apart performance-wise. But anyway, that said, I don't know where we're going to go now.
We've got the end board.
We've got the end
so
board.
if you'd like to see...
For more facts, stats and history, how about heading up to our top 10 playlist just up there?
Yeah, and if you haven't caught the latest episode of the GCN show, you can find that by clicking just down there.
And to subscribe to GCN, click on this script, which says
Cipo's the best
that
fact.
Cav is the best sprinter of all time. Click on my script. He's the best. It says it.
Cipo.
Going.
Ciao.